Recorded live in Austin, Texas, USA, it's the William Montgomery Show. Starring William Montgomery. With the Tony Chin Orchestra. The William Montgomery Jr. Dancers. As always, William is joined by the lovely Erica. I'm Brett Erickson. And now, here he is, the big red machine, William Montgomery.
Wait, so where is Grant?
COVID.
He just took off.
Damn.
He had COVID a couple of weeks ago in here. I don't think he does.
Not so much as a goodbye letter or anything.
Yeah.
Off.
That's a little fucked up.
Yeah. He at least owes us a letter.
It's sad.
By the way, we're recording.
And
Okay.
sad.
Yeah, he owes us a letter. What do you think, like front and back?
Front and back, at least one page.
College ruled?
Yeah, 11.
What is the other kind? It's
11
college
point.
ruled and something else.
APA format.
APA format. Oh, God.
It's hard not to just draw on those. The lines are so big.
I know. God, I'd love to draw on a piece of paper right now.
Me too. I used to draw boxes a bunch. I was good at 3D boxes.
What was the whole S thing about? I don't know what it was, but that swept the nation.
I never learned.
I couldn't do it.
Are you guys
Yeah.
serious?
Was it because I grew up where I went to elementary? Or like,
And
Y'all
Ellis
never
Bullard, you're
learned
so nice to come on here today. Hold on, Ellis, where did you go? What do you mean? Where did you go to elementary school? Were people drawing the S's a lot? Or
oh man, those things were hot down there. That was a super cool thing. I believe it was like the peak, like you had like the Dada, like spree wheel, like in the shoes. And, I believe
what did
Healy.
you call it? A spree wheel?
Yeah, or like I think, are they called free wheels maybe?
Oh, yeah.
It's what, Heelys?
Well, I mean, those are two different things now, but like the Dada shoes had like the rim in the heel, remember? And that you'd walk and the rim would spin.
Whoa. I didn't have those.
Yeah, I was just picturing Latrell Sprewell wearing them for like a commercial
Do you
or
remember
something.
those?
Just yeah, I remember them. I never had them though. I mean,
they were just popular where I went to school.
cool.
And so like,
yeah.
that was like a thing. It was almost like a rite of passage. If you knew how to do that, like you kind of could navigate the waters of.
How old were you when you were able to finally navigate those waters?
Man, I picked up at a real young age. I'd say like
Really?
ripe age of 3rd grade. I kind of turned the corner there and really started kind of running stuff over at Lenny Roberts,
They just clicked.
Yeah,
Just
it does. It
clicked.
kind of
Yeah.
clicks. It's kind of like those little
As you were
schools are
literally clicking down the hallway with
Yeah,
those
right.
fucking plastic ass, probably a lot of plastic on those shoes.
the more I watch like 60 Days In, the more it reminds me of like how like school kind of is. You have like the kids are like inmates and they have like the kids who like run little areas. They're like pod bosses, and there's all kinds of like stuff they're trading for collateral. Like some kids have like the cool Pokemon cards or they got like the best candy or whatever, and those little kids kind of like.
Wait, so what is 60 Days In, a prison
Those
show?
shows you can't watch because it gives you nightmares.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
watch prison shows.
You're not
Dude,
allowed to watch the
I was fighting a
I
court
wish
case.
I was. Oh, I wish I was. I think about it sometimes. Now I dream about watching that.
You have dreams
And
about
it's a
watching it?
scarier nightmare. Yeah, it's a much scarier nightmare dreaming about watching that shit. God.
60 Days In is a great show, though.
Yeah, those people. Would
Wait,
you
the people would
volunteer
have
to
to
do
know
that?
what it-
Shit, no, because I've actually been
I
to
feel like those
jail.
people are so
anybody who's ever
stupid.
really been to jail.
Which one? Prisoners?
The fake prisoner who is saying like, yeah, I'll pretend to be one for 60 days. Like,
Yeah.
why would you agree to that?
Such
Jail
a privileged
sucks.
thing to do. You can easily go to jail for 60 days.
Oh,
if you
so
just
God,
have a little
it's so
fun.
And they're volunteering it to
That's wild.
get the scoop.
Well, I'm like, you'd have to look it up because you got to wonder if these people are getting paid. Like, is there like some end game because they survive their 60 days, they get all the information, and they somehow didn't break any of like the laws that would like, keep them in jail or whatever. But so like, why the fuck?
Sometimes
would you
the
do
inmates question them, like,
Yeah, well, the
You're not
inmates
really
would
in here
have
for
to know
that.
it's fake. That's why I don't believe that.
some of
How
them
do
don't
the
buy
inmates-
it.
One
There's
of them,
like women ones where they were like, this doesn't seem right.
One of them showed up and like immediately started tapping his shoulder. They'll give you like a move, like if
To
you
cut
do
me
this,
out?
yeah, they'll pull you out. And like he immediately, like within like being there, like I think like maybe 45 minutes, is like trying to get out of there. And apparently he said like in the reunion that he smoked weed before he went in, and like he was freaking out.
60 days reunion.
Yeah, dude, this thing is killing. I think there's eight seasons now.
60 days reunion.
Like,
that's so funny.
I love a reunion.
Like how the people love.
That's always the best
like,
episode.
The Housewives. I love a good season.
Reunions.
Of 60 Days In.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I could watch it, but I can't. But it sounds like fun. I just don't understand how the existing prisoners wouldn't understand. Aren't they asking themselves why is there a camera crew in here?
No, it's hidden cams.
There's like hidden cameras.
Oh,
but
it's
then-
hidden cams?
Fake documentary.
Right, yeah. They'll have like, some, I don't know, some bullshit story that I guess only people that are on drugs in a jail would buy,
Yeah.
And at the last place you were, or what is the guy's name who does the, what is the guy's name who does the documentaries about the prison stuff?
Werner Herzog?
Yeah. I was just picturing that. I was randomly watching something last night where he's talking to one of the prisoners.
16 prisoners were allowed in the
That's
cell
a much
block.
better. Yeah,
Timothy
that sounds
Treadwell was among the prisoners released. Yeah. Yeah. I do a really good Werner Herzog.
I know that was.
Is that the
was set
same
on.
dude who does like River Monsters? Because that kind of sounds like that dude as well.
Oh, I wish it was.
Jeremy. That's Jeremy something.
What, the guy from the Pearl Jam song?
Yeah.
Jeremy, huh?
Spoken.
Yeah, spoken.
Catching big fish today. Scary.
So what, are you a big Pearl Jam person?
Yeah, man. You ever see the motherfuckers live, man?
No.
Nah, me neither. But they were great. Like my dad really liked them a lot too. So
Eddie Vedder, he's a tyrant up there.
I met Eddie Vedder one time.
What?
How was? Yeah.
How was it?
He was a sweetheart. He's like 5'3".
Oh,
Well, that's sweet. What'd y'all talk about?
We talked about his involvement in the Green Party.
Interesting.
Where'd y'all go eat out after?
We went to McDonald's
Cool.
Nice.
So y'all are buddies.
for sure.
Cool. Yeah, I saw them. Their band. They had 2 giant tour buses outside of someplace in Phoenix, and I thought, oh my god, that seems like a lot of people, a lot of moving parts if you're having to travel
yeah, man.
with
like,
all of these people.
it gets to that point. Like,
I mean, I've seen your crew. What, you have about 20 people who helps y'all get all the stuff on and off the bus, and it's like
Right.
15, 20 or something.
some security. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got some of Joe's people on now from over there. Yeah. So.
Oh, well, I was just totally kidding. Yeah, it's 20. I was always like, who are all these people running around messing with the gaffer tape?
Yeah. We got we got paid actors that show up and run amok during different scenarios, and
really?
they're either planted in the crowd or sometimes they'll say that
the
they're like
Depeche
in the
Mode.
band.
Yeah. They
And,
go, something's not right. Something doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Does it sound right to you?
Yeah. Where's the sound guy? Or
Yeah. And the sound guy's an actor too.
knows nothing about what he's doing, which is
Yeah.
kind of accurate with most of those guys.
There's just one guy standing over there like, what is going on? Wait, who are these people? You're kidding. You don't do that, do you? You hire people to go into the... You're kidding.
No, hell no. No, I can't afford it. I try and keep everything in-house as much as I can. And kind of like, yeah, well, you can kind of, nobody wants to work for you harder than you do until some point,
Yeah.
So like, it's hard to talk people into like doing that shit that you kind of need to do to like get to a point where it makes sense for like an entity to kind of start fucking with you.
Hold on. What's a fun sentence you could sing right now? What's a good... Erica, have you ever heard Ellis's voice?
Never.
Have you ever heard how angelic it is? You have, Casey. Have you, Casey?
I've heard a couple ballads.
Casey has great taste in music. He's always in his
deal.
stories. He's using good
He
shit.
does. I always
True.
am impressed
You
on
know.
the Instagram stories. I'm like, what is that? I totally make note of the song some.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much just outlaw country, anything.
Son.
Yeah, a lot of outlaw.
Yeah.
anything from really the B-52s to the Gorillas and beyond. It's just a wide variety of just
Maybe
clinically.
sprinkle on a little
salad.
Copperhead Road.
Yeah.
A lot of cuts.
Well, that's an outlaw country song. Copperhead Road, just the
Man.
name of the song. God, Copperhead. Have y'all ever thought about singing that?
A lot of people request it whenever you're playing like the bar scene. It's like something that like a lot of people like to line dance to per se.
So do y'all get requests? Do y'all take requests at some of
We
these
try
shows?
not to, but some people like have like cash. Like we were playing this place down in Port O'Connor, real dumb. And,
Wait, where is Port O'Connor? Where's that?
It's like down like on the coast, and it's not a dump. It's nice for people that have money, but people, it's like one of those like you show up and it's like, oh, that's nice, and then like the other, it looks like a favela almost. No disrespect to my people out there,
Yeah.
but it's digs hole, but yeah, so. It's just like people get like hammered, dude, and they want you like some people like say like the craziest shit. Like, we play like country western swing and like up to like kind of like the 90s, I'd say, and like some country. Whenever we were playing those longer sets, but we kind of worked to where we're only doing like.
Little question: who's this? Mike's testing you right now. Who is that?
That's Eddie Vedder.
That's Betty Vedder, dude.
Yeah, Betty.
Damn. When you think Eddie Vedder goes to bed, you think he puts on his pearl jammies? Because he got his little. We'll edit that out. We'll edit that out. Don't worry about that.
He probably does.
Did Pearl Jam have that song? Was it Even Flow?
Yeah.
Even flow.
The one that starts with like sleep and rest his head on a pillow made of
Where's
concrete.
Jeremy?
Is that one it?
No, that's the different Jeremy song.
Where is Jeremy? I lost him in the store, and I'm so worried about him.
Yeah. But there's an arrest video of somebody who's like getting arrested by these cops, and
Yeah.
he's like starts singing that song. And while they're like, "What are you doing?" and he's like, "Pick up my shirt." And like, "What are you talking about?" And finally they pick up his shirt, and he's got a gigantic back tattoo of Pearl Jam. And he's like,
Cool.
"Pearl Jam's my religion, man." And it's like one of the funniest arrest videos of all time.
What a weird band to be obsessed with. They're good and all.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I always liked Pearl
Yeah.
Jam.
There was a ton of killer bands at that point too. In time, like a lot of good, I guess, like alt rock and roll in general.
Soundgarden.
Spoon Man.
Yeah, the Spoon Man song.
Cool.
What is that? I wonder what that does mean. I don't know.
Some freak with a couple of stinky little spoons.
Yeah.
Do you ever just like wig out on Sudafed and listen to like the Blues Travelers or something?
Yes.
Call it an afternoon.
Oh my!
Mike related to that.
I loved Blues Traveler.
Oh, dude, definitely. We
I wonder if he's still around.
Mark, what's his name? Mark.
I thought it was Blues Traveler. I thought that was his name. No, I'm kidding.
What's up,
With
Mr.
his
Blues?
harmonicas.
What's the song you keep playing over and over?
Oh, since yesterday.
Yeah. I was like, oh, again? He keeps
Yeah, I
playing
don't know why
it.
you had to get on my ass with my oldest friend Dillard and his wife last night. Erica calls me out. She's like, yeah, I
They
feel
thought it was
insane.
funny.
Rocky Mountain High by
Keeps playing.
John Denver.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Not
know?
like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, I started. I couldn't stop.
I was like,
It's
are you-
nice. There's some good harmonies towards the end of it.
Right?
I love it. And then it makes me think of that scary movie.
Oh, I know. He's like,
Final
this isn't Final Destination. I was like, and you keep playing it over and over. Are you okay? I asked him if he was feeling okay.
Yeah, what you said it was like a sad. You said it was sad music.
I
And
don't
said,
know.
no,
it was
it's
freaking
not.
me out. It was just over and over.
Rob
And you kept
Denver.
saying it was in Final Destination. And I'm
Right.
like, what's going on?
It's Rob Zombie. It's not sad music. Look
Oh,
at his.
man.
Look
Look
at
at
his
that red ass face.
That guy looks like
Look like a beet. Look like a turnip.
fucking bowl haircut. Look
Damn.
at that.
he looks like a squire.
Yeah, he does.
Like give him a little knife and whatever he does.
Well, don't talk about him too bad. He actually died in the airplane. Airplane crash.
Well, he was one
That's
of
why you
those?
can't ever pilot your own planes. That seems dangerous.
Final
I don't
destination.
see why you would pilot yourself when you have establishments like Buc-ee's and Love's Truck Stops and like all those
Ground's just
luxuries
fine.
along the way, you know?
Yeah, stay on the ground.
Right?
Don't
ground.
get an airplane. Yeah, people need to stop getting on
You can't
airplanes.
even stop at a Buc-ee's.
They're going to start putting Buc-ee's in the skies.
I hope.
Well, that's what they're saying, but I think that's dangerous. I think logistically that's going to be difficult, but
They're
I know they're
gonna pay
talking
good.
about it.
That's what they would do on the islands of Gilgamesh. Remember
Think
when we
without
talked
a
about
doubt.
They started
Without a
to.
doubt. And good luck getting to and fro if you're working up there in the skies.
I think they
Good luck.
What
they
island would that
started
be?
to, but I think it got shot
prison.
down. The Buc-ee's that was sent up.
Yeah, is it
recently.
Rikers Island? What island?
Rikers Island?
right.
Yeah, I mean, if you're working up in one of those, it's like a blimp. It's
Yeah.
good luck getting down.
That would
Prisoner
be
colony.
some crazy shit. What if there was like a beyond maximum security prison that was in a blimp that was constantly
That's terrible.
That sounds like a movie.
Oh, it's over our town. Be careful. yeah.
Mike, get on
It
that.
could fall out, or what would be the fear that it would crash? Or
Yeah, well,
somebody
you'd
would
be
Is it
fall
hard
stuck
to-
on there.
Is it
Like
hard
you
to break
couldn't
out of
get
blimp
off there.
material?
You feel like they just pop it.
But then
Yeah,
they'd
just
all
shoot
crash.
something.
Like, I think the idea of like prison is most people don't want to die, you know. So like they all like live a life in like jail or whatever. So like if they're like in the air and their only way out is out, you know, without it being down, then like that's a crazy concept. You know, you almost
Right, you
need,
wouldn't
like,
break
jump
out.
off.
You die.
They would find ways to make
Wait,
like squirrel
did they
suits
do
and
this
stuff.
already? And it was like
Squirrel suits could work. Little parachute.
in space. There was like a prison in space, like Sylvester Stallone. Ooh,
That's what a squirrel suit sounds like.
everything reminds me of her.
Wait, huh?
You had an ex-girlfriend who would wear a squirrel suit.
Hell yeah.
You really did?
People have their kinks, man. I'm gonna come here to get kink shamed, man.
Ooh.
We're not,
Well, we don't kink
we don't
shame
do that.
around here.
You
so
like
don't
what you
worry.
like.
Well, now I'm just gonna be known as Squirrel Suit Man. So
Squirrel man.
Yes. Squirrel man.
Will you edit out that part for real where I said pearl jammies? Will you?
No, leave it in and turn the volume up and put a caption.
we get mulligans on this. We get mulligans on this podcast.
Yes.
Ever since I said it, is all I've been. Why you say pearl jammies, you bitch boy? Sorry, that's how I
was
talk.
bothering
thinking, hold
him.
on. What is
Oh my god,
that?
he's even
It's
gonna vape about it. It's so
Oh no, he erased it.
he's stressing.
He erased it.
oh my gosh.
It's bothering him that much. Give him some gum.
Do you want some gum? No, it's really good. I swear to God, no, this is wonderful gum. Do you want any? It's like a bubble gum flavor.
And it lasts forever.
I like bubblegum flavor. I'll take a.
You want one?
I'll take a slice. Yeah.
I swear to God, it's wonderful.
Would you like
I was
your
eating the
bubble gum?
cinnamon, but it tore my mouth up. Or here, you. I swear, I had to stop eating the cinnamon.
2 cube. I'm a 2 cube guy.
Do you want a piece?
I'll take a.
If you
They're
want
good.
Oh, it's good.
It's classic bubble gum. Yeah, I was eating the cinnamon, and I swear to God, it tore my mouth up.
Like,
I was
what's in
eating
the-
too much cinnamon. I ate a salad, and it tasted sour.
Do y'all
I'm
remember
like,
when
what am
people
I dying?
when people would
Seriously, my taste was so off.
people would lick the big red wrappers and stick it on their forehead?
Oh yeah.
In
Burn
elementary
your
room?
ass.
Yeah, why?
Why?
I never did it. I ate the wrapper with the gum though, because my cousin's grandmother said we could.
No.
But apparently, I think Casey, you and I were in the green room, and that got brought up the other night about eating the wrappers. Maybe I used to eat the big red wrappers.
Maybe.
The lady told me.
She said you could eat them.
She said you could eat them.
Damn. What a delicious prank.
I
Luxurious.
Guess
think
it's
I
just
ate the
bacon.
kisses whole sometimes. As
No.
a young fat kid. Yeah, why not? Live a little.
A full Hershey's kiss with the wrapper.
Shit some aluminum, dude. Live a little bit.
What color is my doo-doo? Ever since I don't have all this nicotine coursing through my body, my doo-doo is like a whitish color yesterday. The past couple days. Yeah, what does that even mean? I don't know. I know, now it's hard to not... I'm just chewing. I
It's
feel like
so
really
good.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's delicious.
Yeah, at the beginning of this past year, I was talking about you need to buy these mouth cancer things. Don't fucking do it. I swear to God, I had to stop doing it.
It does
I was
give you
brushing my
cancer.
teeth. I would be embarrassed if Erica would be in there because there'd always be blood in my thing, but I was just used to it. There was a time where I was fucking living in LA and my fucking pee there was blood in my pee for a while. And I just didn't give a shit and I just got used to it. But yeah, with the mouth thing, don't do it. If you're watching this, it was a nightmare. I still have some at my place, but it totally took my ass over.
What do you mean mouth cancer things?
His little
The
nicotine
fucking
pouches.
nicotine
Oh,
pouches.
okay.
He
Yeah.
quit them.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I smoked a couple cigarettes last. It's fine. I just need to relax. I just can't. I just have to not make it so dramatic in my head and just stop doing it for a while because the past year they were in my mouth whenever I was awake, which is crazy.
I saw
I don't know why I was doing that.
for a nicotine,
It's not good, Casey.
like a caffeine vape, and I was like, that's probably the last thing I need.
Yeah, too much caffeine can get me feeling a little squirrely.
Synthesized caffeine. Yeah, that sounds scary. Potent.
I would totally abuse it because like I can't keep those little weed pins around me because I just like will smoke all of them.
Yeah,
And so like with like that, I feel like I would just be like
all wired.
losing my shit. Yeah.
well, don't do it. Look at that though. Drinking regular coffee is good though.
Looks like a heart.
Everything reminds me of her, man.
What?
I said everything reminds me of her. I don't know what to say about everything.
Who is she?
The old bag, the gash, the old lady.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I do.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, you might have met her. Her name is Erica as well.
Oh, is she and Erica?
Well, that's sweet.
We love Erica's.
We love Erica's.
That's our
We
favorite
love
name.
We love Erica's. We love Santa Claus.
Dude, that thing.
Oh my God, he
That's
was saying it in
so
Houston. He
funny.
kept saying, I love Santa Claus.
Dude.
I
was
forgot about
funny.
that.
We were all on we had taken some psilocybin before our set over at the White Horse, and like afterwards we were hanging out, and like on our Tuesday nights sometimes like there's like a bunch of folks out so it doesn't suck so bad. Like, do y'all ever just have to hang out to get paid? You know what I mean? Like otherwise you would like just like dip, you know?
Yeah.
So I talk about like hang out and wait, you know? So like we're like hanging out and there's like these like group of people like talking to us, and they're like trying to like talk to us about like cybersecurity, and we were all like losing our minds and started laughing. All of a sudden we're just like, we love cybersecurity. And they're like, what do y'all say? And we kept like
That's
just like
funny.
digging into it, and they're just like, y'all are assholes. And they just
funny.
like walked off. It was I was like, you know, y'all need to know that stuff is like, you know, useful in like everyday life, you know.
We love cybersecurity.
We love
that stuff. I wonder what they were even talking about with cybersecurity.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I mean, they worked in it, so like they were like there for a conference, I imagine. So like they like I guess they assumed that like either we were just dressed up for the night and we too were in cybersecurity, or like I don't know, but like they just kept like. I don't know.
Yeah, they
kept
just
at
looked
it.
at
They
John,
couldn't
they're like,
take
okay,
it.
cybersecurity pro.
Yeah, and they walked up on like the worst possible scenario. You have like a group of friends that are on mushrooms, and like you're a sober person per se, you know, or like you're really hammered, and it's like you're in like the Shark Tank.
How do you do on stage when you're on mushrooms? Is that fun? Is it always fun? Is it fun? How is it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're all good time Charlies, so it's not. I don't think we all like carry any baggage or something.
I hear that
like,
phrase often. What does that mean again?
I guess it means you're not like a piece of shit. No, I don't know. We don't take anything too serious or ourselves, so I think that like doesn't like leave room for like ego or some shit to get in the way that could cause you to like get fucked up. But like me and Cole had like a laugh attack over at the 7 Grand whiskey bar. Yeah, like we had to like turn around like we were kids and like walk to the back of the stage. I had to like separate from him for a second while we were playing and like get back over there.
Oh, well, that's
not
fun.
look at
That
him.
sounds
Yeah,
like
so
fun. Yeah, I
Nothing
remember
too
eating
crazy.
mushrooms one time with my buddy Ward, and we couldn't get on the elevator
ooh, yeah.
because we were laughing too hard, and then would try to get on, and then somebody else would show up, and we'd have to leave. And yeah, it can be fun laughing on mushroom. It's been a while. The last couple of times I did mushrooms, it was
Went bad.
more of not a good time.
We
Just
you
why did I
gotta,
pay money to feel like, what did I do?
right.
What's going on? I'm insane now.
That's the worst when
I'm
you
insane now.
pay for whatever, some drug, and you do it, and you're like, I paid.
Oh my God.
I paid for this.
I know. What a funny feeling. I would
Yeah.
have that distinct thought if I was having a bad trip or something like,
Right.
you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Not only do you feel bad, yeah, you spent your money.
Yeah, I was trying to pee at Bonnaroo one time, and I was on like 4 grams of mushrooms.
Sounds like a lot.
Like trying to turn a gummy worm into a faucet. It's like-
Well, I was like staring at my dick, and like I was behind this car trying to pee, and I was just like, what am I?
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, I can't pee. I don't know if I've ever peed. And I was just weeping, laughing for like 2 minutes.
all your pee came out of there.
Yeah, it's a bad day.
God. Yeah.
I went and saw Passion Pit. Got too hot. I had to go to the medical tent.
Oh no.
Yeah. That was like a common thing.
Anybody but Passion Pit.
All
What
my
is that, like a DJ guy?
You know it, the sleepyhead.
I'll take a walk. I'll take a walk.
Take a walk.
Weren't
yeah.
they in a
Yeah,
famous commercial too?
It
Like
could
a
have been.
cell phone.
You're thinking of passion fruit.
Wait, was it before or after you were in the middle of your buddies and they were all laying in the circle? Was that the
It's a
same?
long weekend.
Yeah,
Trip?
I think that was the same trip, but that was a different day. I think that
Yeah.
was Sunday. Yeah, but yeah, I felt like I was dying at Passion Pit, and there was this hippie standing behind me, and he kept turning to my friends and going, "I don't think your buddy's having a good time."
About
not
you?
Serious?
Yeah, about me, and I was right there, and but I was just too fucked up to explain myself.
Yeah, which is horrible. That would be such a horrible. I know. I'm familiar with that feeling. That's not a good feeling.
Don't mention me ever. Pretend I don't exist.
And you can't actually say anything. Like, I can't actually say it's horrible.
Pretend I'm not here.
And at Passion Pit, no lad. That's bullshit.
Of all people.
Bullshit.
A bunch of pit heads.
Is that your favorite festival you've been to though?
Yeah, I went to Bonnaroo 3 times. I've been to a couple like EDM festivals, but I never had a lot of fun. But yeah, Bonnaroo is great.
Yeah.
I think it'd still be fun to go to. I've never been to that. Would it still be fun, or is it all too corporate, quote unquote? Is that what people say?
I think
Or is
people
that even
say
a
that.
thing?
I think Live
Very
Nation
corporate.
bought it. Yeah.
What do they do? Just jack up the
Hard
prices on tickets or something?
I don't know, but you'd be
Or yeah,
hard pressed to
I have
like
no idea.
find a production that's not put on by either Live Nation or like I mean, they just bought Ticketmaster, you know what I mean? So like
They put all the fees on there, don't they? Ticketmaster,
I don't know.
service
man. It's
merchandise,
a showbiz, you know.
Yeah, that's showbiz for you. Heard it here first.
We heard it. here.
Ticketmaster, it's show business.
You guys know who sued Ticketmaster back in the 90s?
Who?
Those who control the
Fucking
media.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam controls the media, man.
They used to.
They really
Yellow
did.
Ledbetter. That song is haunting. The guitar riff at the beginning of that, holy shit.
It sounds like him trying to learn Little Wing, but wrote his own riff and was like, ugh.
I know, yeah, it's kind of bluesy a little or something. Yeah, that was always kind of fun.
That is like one of like those songs when like kids were like, oh, he plays guitar like in high school. You had like the ones that could like play certain songs and like they're like, it's kind of like the guys who skated. It's like, oh, he can kick flip or like, you know, he could do this. It's like, yeah, he could play Yellow Ledbetter, man.
That's fun. Who was the bass player that was at the Vulcan last night?
What band was that?
Disturbed?
Disturbed.
Whoa, he was at Vulcan.
Yeah.
That guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, isn't that Disturbed? The Down with the Sick?
Yeah. Yeah. We used to do that while we were on.
You guys do that one?
Well, no, but we would like while we were on,
play that? Have y'all
Crazy cover.
in college, we would try and see like who could do like the best like impersonation of that while we were all on mushrooms. Like who could do like the whole like, And it was just like, after a while, you're
can
just
do it
losing
the
your
best.
mind because you've been doing it for like 20 minutes.
You're in a thought loop now. You have to get it perfect.
It is like somebody has to be like, all right, we gotta stop. You know?
That'd be horrifying to walk in on. People are just doing that in a dark room.
For 20 minutes.
Yeah, Smash Bros on the TV and nobody doing nothing.
Staring at the menu screen. Yeah. Brutal. What's the craziest guitar you've ever done?
What? The craziest guitar I've ever done?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I've bought or like.
Whatever.
Well, I got a buddy that builds guitars down in Kyle, Texas, in like his trailer. And like he's made me some pretty cool shit, like a couple of like Telecaster copies, and then like some older like vintage looking stuff. His name's Jeremy Calley, and makes really good
Jeremy Calley.
stuff. Well, and he loves Pearl Jam, man. I'll tell you
Stop.
that. Oh yeah.
Well, he must love the Jeremy song then.
Oh
You
yeah.
would think if your name was Jeremy that you'd really like it.
That's probably where Jeremy went. Is to go link up with Jeremy.
Jeremy Lin, the basketball player?
No, Jeremy that left here with no letter. You know,
Oh.
they can't all be bangers.
He didn't get a letter in high school.
You talk about Grant.
Yeah, I think so.
Jeremy, wait. It's the Pearl Jam episode.
Pearl Jam. What are they even reaching for? That's like
The stars.
like zombie. What's that movie called with Brad Pitt?
Oh, World War Z.
Oh, man.
My coworker just gave me the DVD because I was like, "Which app is it on?" She's
Is it
like,
good?
"None of them. I'll let you borrow it."
Should we watch it?
Let's watch it.
Is it good?
Put it
Yeah,
on.
you
Put
wanna
it on,
watch
Mike. We'll watch it now.
We can watch like 30 minutes of it.
I saw this movie.
Yeah,
We just start watching
Start
it.
watching it.
World War Z.
Get your popcorn, guys, because we're watching it.
Wait, what was the cool thing about the Disturbed guy? He had some cool piercings. What was it? 2 on the lower lip?
Yeah, he had like
Yeah.
those hooks, those metal hooks there. He too was like
super disturbed.
a Leopold, you know, he was squeak.
He what? What?
He was a shorter fella.
Oh, whoa.
Squeeb.
Squeak.
Sheesh. Spooky. Scary.
Yeah, he's probably really spooky up there on the stage.
Yeah, there he is. Looks like Howie Mandel.
Metal Howie Mandel.
The demonic Howie Mandel. I was watching some dumbass show with him on Netflix. Or it was fine. You were lying if you
Bullshit?
knew the answers or not. Bullshit.
It's called bullshit.
I
Was
think it's
it?
called bullshit or something. I don't know. Howie Mandel.
I'm not. I mean, I know who he is, but I'm not too familiar with his like early comedy, correct? And then he started doing like TV shows and stuff.
Yeah. He was a stand-up.
I know. I think he was at the Comedy Store. He's one of the people there. He should have stopped at the one with the briefcases. I don't think you're ever going to get better than that.
We
as a
love
game
Deal or
show
No Deal.
Deal or No Deal. where you
Meghan
gotta-
Markle was
Oh,
one of the girls.
Yeah, dude, that was a really. They had a great stretch of some good reality TV there in that era. Like, I think was that around the same time as like
Joe Schmo Show.
Joe Smo,
Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal. Fear Factor was still on, but I don't
Yeah.
know if Rogan was hosting then or not.
The Swan. The Swan where they
That
take
was
the
one of
ugly
my
girls.
favorite.
Oh, that's
I
Crazy.
forgot about that.
Y'all
I
remember
loved
that?
It.
They used to
Extreme
take-
Makeover.
That shit's crazy.
That's right.
They would just manipulate women's faces with plastic surgery to make
Yeah,
them
they'd
beautiful.
offer them
And
like
then she
you
was
know.
I
beautiful.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
The doctor's like, we got our work cut out for us.
You're totally busted.
like-
We're going to have to start from scratch.
And then Ty Grubb, hey, come out, move that bus.
Move that bus.
Yeah, she's just like slightly prettier.
Yeah, it's just colorful.
Yeah. She's
Is that what they would say? Move that bus, and the person would. I was picturing a house. I was picturing it was the house.
Or wouldn't they go through a curtain of their old
Well,
self?
that was like the.
Walk through it
I-
and like here I am.
Yeah.
I think they were under the same umbrella of that.
Yeah.
There's like Extreme Makeover and Extreme Makeover Home Edition,
Yeah.
where I think
We
they
love
got
a
into some
spin-off.
fire with that because like people couldn't.
Steve
afford
Harvey was
their
stealing
houses
stuff from
anymore.
people's homes. I think when they would
Yeah.
go in and check the place out.
Steve
I mean,
Harvey.
People got to make a living, you know.
nice silverware. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool pictures.
Antiques.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, little paintings can go for so much on eBay. Like a nice little painting.
Remember Pimp My Ride and all the useless stuff?
Exhibit.
Hey, we heard you like
RIP.
fish, dog.
Put a whole fish
So we've got a sushi restaurant
in the back.
in the back of your car.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
was so stupid.
Those were
What
great.
about
I love those. And
Bully
next,
Beatdown.
Oh yeah, that's
Bully
a good one.
Beatdown.
That was MTV.
MTV had a good stretch too.
They used to.
We heard you like spiders. We put a black widow somewhere in the car. Stay alert. Get out of here. We're closed. Get
The bird eating like Australian spider. Yeah, the Goliath.
Goliath
Pull
drink.
one up.
I hope I never see one of those things.
You don't like spiders?
Yeah, we grew up around brown recluses. There'd always be glue traps, and then I'd look at the glue traps, and there'd be spiders all on them.
Did you
and my
burn them?
mom would act weird about the spiders. It scared me for a while. I'd check my shoes before I put my shoes on. I'd check my covers before I went to sleep. She had my ass scared to death of those things. Because they'd bite you, and then your leg would fall off or whatever. It would just fall off.
It's not good.
Legless.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Have y'all seen any scorpions since y'all moved out here?
Mm-mm.
I'd love to see a scorpion, but I haven't.
A centipede.
Really? How big?
He was
Little
a
stinker?
little guy.
Yeah, they're not
Never
like
seen 'em
big
before, though.
scorpions. They're little ones. They can like get in your apartment, get in your bed, or like get in the bathtub.
Sting your feet.
They suck.
Is it bad if they sting your foot? Have you ever gotten stung?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got stung, but it wasn't here in town. I was on the road, and there was literally one in my boot whenever I was out in.
Isn't that a classic place where they like
Illinois.
to hide? A boot.
Oh, right. Yeah, no shit.
What were your boots just flopped over on the ground?
Yeah, I slept on the couch, and I had my boots were like tipped over or whatever, and all my stuff was set off to the side. And I woke up the next morning, and it's just like, I put on my boot and like felt something on my toes, and I was like, and I was like almost trying to like kill it with my toes in my boot, and like I just felt it like hit me.
Yikes.
Is it
Yeah.
Scorpius?
Scorpion. yeah.
I got a dang
said, "Get over
scorpion
here."
tattoo. So scary.
Yeah,
Love them.
I was staring at that. I have like a vendetta.
It doesn't mean anything to me. But that is scary. Yeah, they're like hard spiders. They have big, just basically
Yeah.
really hard spiders
Yeah, with tails.
with tails.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids scared them for me. That movie made them look scary.
The Scorpion
Scorpion King.
King. Yeah.
Yeah, The Rock.
The
Was
Rock.
he the Scorpion King?
Yeah, he
Evening,
was.
gentlemen.
Did y'all
Yeah,
watch
he goes into the temples and says that a lot. It's weird. That
y'all
was a
watch-
weird movie.
Arachnophobia?
John Goodman.
John Goodman and the guy from Home. What was Bob Saget's show?
Full House.
Full House.
David
yeah.
Coulier.
Yeah. He was on that. I think he actually was one of the leads in that.
Wait, so you've probably stayed in a lot of different houses doing all of your music. Have any of them ever been especially haunted or especially smelly or any kind of disaster areas or?
We played I'll play so back in the day, I'd play a lot of acoustic shows, which would be song swaps with me and a homie. And then if I could afford to take out a band on the show, then I would just book the band. And eventually I got tired of doing those because gas was going up and I don't know, you just didn't make as much money as you could with the band and selling merch. And that's what I wanted to do was play with the band anyway. So I was wanted to go ahead and get some guys together and start getting tight. And so we go to this place down in Sargent, and I pull up to it, and it's legit I don't know, it's like a bait camp. And
what?
Like a bait camp where
So-
people pull in and buy ice for their ice chest and buy live shrimp or whatever to go fishing because the intercoastal's right there, so they'll jump in their boats or they'll put it in their live wells and they'll go out and go fishing with that stuff. And we were playing on this flat top trailer, and I hadn't really spoken with this. So I just agreed to go play with a homie, and he was like, "Yeah, they said they'll put us up with a place to stay. They've got they said a trailer that they're using is a green room or whatever, and people can hang out in." And we was like, "All right, cool, whatever." I thought I'd already seen some shit at that time because I've been playing for a while, so whenever I get there, this like sun, it's like 100 degrees. You know, it's like hot as hell. We're setting up on this flatbed trailer. We play our gig. We're drinking, and we're gonna stay there that night. And we end up going to like this trailer, and this person's brother, who like just got out of jail recently, is like in the trailer, and we're like, oh, all right, like, and so like he's like making a thing about it, and so he comes out of the trailer, and they're all arguing and stuff like that, and we don't go in, but then I go up to like walk up to the trailer a second time to go check it out. And when I do, a dog like kind of like jumps out and just like runs up and immediately starts pissing on my leg. And so like I just been getting like worked this whole day by things, and like that was like how it ended. And so like there's like he had a buddy who was a cop that like they had a beach house rented that was nearby. And so we went and stayed with like a bunch of police officers, which was random. And they
Did you get
partied.
drunk with them?
Oh, we got hammered with these guys, dude. And
Shotgunning beers?
yeah, doing it all.
Funnels?
You know, it's literally like a scene from like
I miss
Super
funnels.
Troopers. Those guys are
Casey,
fun.
do you miss funnels too?
I miss funnels so
I'm
much.
kidding. You could drink one or two pretty quickly with those damn things.
The beer bongs.
Sometimes you could fit two in there if it was the right size.
Oh, damn right.
you ever
Oh,
do
yeah,
the-
you could fit a couple.
The Goliath bongs, where you take like a 20-gallon like.
Yeah, I remember
tank
some that were
in college.
multi-stories.
Yeah.
They would start on one story and then
You went to Ole Miss, right?
No,
Oh,
I
where-
knew a bunch of people. I went to Tennessee. Ole Miss
Tennessee.
was like an
Okay.
hour away. First
Okay.
fraternity party I ever went to is the SAE house in like the 10th grade, I think. One of my buddy's brothers was an SAE. He was older.
10th grade you went there?
Or maybe 11th grade. Maybe 10th grade is too young, or 11th grade. But it was the first time I like, because maybe up to that point I'd been to a couple like house party. I'd been to some house parties and shit. I was probably drinking some, but like it was the first time where
Right.
I was like, what is this?
Right.
Like
yeah,
there
it's
were
crazy.
like a bunch of like all these doors and rooms.
It's a mansion, yeah. It's especially like when you're younger.
Big garbage cans with beer all in them. I was like, what is that? Like not loving it or hating it, just like, what is this?
Yeah, it could.
And then one of the dudes who was there ended up going to jail. He got in jail because he had cocaine on him, and the cop hung onto his car, and then the cop died when he drove off. Some guy went to school in Memphis, not my high school, but another one.
Wait,
Yeah,
why did
yikes.
how did the cop die?
He hung on to the fucking car, the window,
Because he was trying to drive away. The guy was trying to drive away. Oh.
Ooh,
because he had drugs in it. Ended up dragging the guy.
he's still in there. If you're
But
out there
Ole Miss
watching,
always seemed fun. Ole Miss always seemed fun.
right?
Man, my cousins were in a fraternity, and some years before they were there, their house burned down, and dudes were in there and burned alive. I know, from like a cigarette or something,
Jeez.
catching something on fire. I couldn't imagine what a hellscape that would be.
Six inside, man. It's all fun and games.
I know, yeah.
So you lose someone you care about.
Absolutely.
That's totally cricket from It's Always Sunny.
Is it?
Yeah, we're all talking about it.
It's all fun and games until you lose somebody you care about. You're right about that. I totally agree. But yeah, it was fun there, but you got to be careful. Have to be super careful doing all that stuff.
See, I had Danny Brown on here, man. That was a fun podcast to watch. How was that?
That's William's friend.
Yeah, dude, that's super
it's our
cool,
buddy.
man. He always has great things to say about your style.
Well, he's very
Been
sweet.
to
eBay
William.
style. Ooh, you had to take the gum out, didn't you?
Too much gum.
Yes.
I think I'm messing my shit up. Now I'm chewing too much
I
gum.
have a
and-
really good jawline.
Casey,
though.
why can't I just why can't I just relax? What's my problem here?
You're addicted to that first bite.
I am.
You're chasing that dragon.
That first chomp, it's always so good.
First chomp's the greatest chomp. And all other chomps after that just don't compare.
I know.
It's a vicious loop.
Vicious loop of chomps and spits. Are you swallowing? Where's the gum going?
He just keeps adding more.
Are you really swallowing it?
No, he's
Better not be.
Swallowing.
stop saying swallowing.
Swallowing.
Swallowing. Good morning. Way the future. Way the future. Swallowing.
No, I've been spitting it out, but I looked in the trash can last night and it looked gross because there were like 5 pieces of gum in the trash can. Up at the top, I was like, I'm chewing a bunch of gum now.
I go, yeah. If I get a big, like, about once a year, I'll go somewhere, maybe an old country general store, and I'll get a big bucket of gumballs. Brother, I'll just chew gumballs 3 or 4 a day. 3 or 4 a day in a row. Brother, I'll chew gumball till the last gumball gone.
Until they're gone.
Till the gumballs are gone, and the getting's good, and I get out of there, and I go, no more gumballs for 1 more year, please.
Dang.
That's how you got to do it. You got to go in hard for a little and then get out.
Just get out while you still can.
Did y'all have those like giant jawbreakers when y'all were younger? Like the mall candy jawbreakers?
I never had a big one.
What?
I didn't have the guts.
Didn't have the guts.
I knew I couldn't pull it off. I just embarrassed myself.
I mean, how long would somebody have that, I wonder, before it got to it'd be years, wouldn't it?
My brother's, like, I was like a fat kid growing up, so like I would immediately put it in a bag and smash it and like start going at it.
Oh, so it would never
Start
be
chewing
full.
on the pieces, or would you suck on the
Yeah.
pieces?
I'd crunch them up, dude. Just go at it. you
Make
know?
many candy.
What was your favorite goodie to eat around this time period we're describing? Were you a mac and cheese guy?
I mean, who doesn't love a good mac and cheese?
I know Kraft macaroni is pretty good.
There's a mac and cheese bar at this private party we played at on Saturday.
Did you eat some?
Oh, of course.
What, like all different varieties?
They had different
Yes,
different
like a
toppings.
dream.
You know,
Like macadamia?
had like
interesting one.
breadcrumbs, like bacon,
What?
chives, some sort of like
Pork chop.
cream fraiche.
Horchata.
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 Horchata's good. Mm-hmm. Where do y'all go for food? Like you've been in Austin for almost 2 years now.
Yes, 2 years in May.
So what's like if you say like you want like some Tex-Mex, where are you going?
I'm a Chewy's person. I've enjoyed Chewy's.
That's not that is Tex-Mex. Yeah, we go to Chewy's.
My buddies in town, we randomly went to Matt's El Rancho. My
Pretty
buddy and his
damn
wife.
good.
Yeah, and it was so
Hit or
nice
miss.
outside.
He usually gets
Oh my
chicken
God, what I got
fajitas.
was horrible. I'm always a chicken fajitas guy. I got these fucking gringo tacos, and I don't complain about food. It was horrible.
Did you like
I was
them?
sad. It was dripping.
like the
Oil was
cheese dip?
dripping out of it. It was not any good.
There's a spot across from
It was sad,
Buzzville.
kind of. I was like, why did I fucking deviate from the chicken fajitas?
What's the
That's
spot?
why I always
Is it
get
the
chicken
24-hour
fajitas. That's
one?
what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, I want to go there.
Wait, what is it? Across from Buzzmill?
Yes,
What is?
Yeah, what is it?
Say it.
we might have to
Yeah.
bleep it.
Tell us. Come on.
Taqueria Andinas.
Oh. Is it the little food truck?
No, it's a whole ass restaurant. But like
Good.
me and the guys will go there like and we'll just go belly up at the bar and you can legit get in there, eat a plate of tacos or whatever you order and get out in like 20 minutes if you just go sit like up at the bar. It's relatively pretty
Do
cool.
they have good rice and beans? Are their rice and bean sides good? Do they have white cheese dip?
The cheese is not white.
What is it, more like yellow?
It is a classic queso that you would expect from like a restaurant. But see, yeah, it's pretty damn good.
I like the delicious white cheese that sometimes they put on tacos at Mexican restaurants.
I know, me too. And there's a place called El Mezcal. It's only like in the South, I think, the white cheese dip. I swear to God, it wasn't in L.A.
You can't
it didn't
find it.
exist in Colorado.
You found it right before we moved.
I know, we did. There was a wonderful place called Salsa and Beer.
And then
where
we heard
Erica
some-
lived. Woo!
and they had the white cheese.
Woo! It was so good. Yeah, we saw these two ladies. It was like right when we were going to move,
Lunch,
and these
yeah.
two freaking
We
People got
went
white
once a
cheese
week.
dip.
We didn't learn until like 2 weeks before
right
moving.
before we were going to leave. I was like, holy shit. Because that was the one thing it was missing. Everything else was perfect.
So it is perfect. So
But now we never can go anymore.
we like Cabo Bob's.
Cabo Bob's goes hard.
Cabo Bob's.
It's a good
It's our
spot.
favorite.
It's slammed all the time.
It is.
I've never had.
I don't know how it always is.
Which one do y'all go to though?
Ben White.
Yeah, there's one right
Yeah.
by that Walmart.
Then what?
That Walmart gets a
You
little
know?
rough, huh?
Yes, we have been in there some.
It's our fave.
What about Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Wells Fargo?
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, Wells Fargo, Cabo Bob's. Yeah,
Jersey
pretty great.
Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Couch potatoes.
Couch potatoes.
Sort of aquarium store or something.
Something.
Maybe a trophy shop.
Starbucks.
Trophy shop,
Oh, yeah, there is a
Starbucks.
trophy shop.
Can be toys.
And a FedEx.
Seems like we're on the same page.
Just named every single business down.
We
Ben
love
White.
shopping centers.
We love.
shopping.
Well, apparently the one shopping center is they're making it into something like, I don't know.
The Domain.
by 2040 is what Eric. It's like that seems like a long time.
Yeah.
Who knows if this place will even be habitable by 2040?
There'd be one in Austin above us.
Some
They're gonna put it in the
stuff
sky.
Yep. Oh yeah. By then,
New Austin would be.
Islands of Gilgamesh.
I know you're going to be
I think
working
we'll
up in
really
the
live
things.
in New Austin one day.
Do you think we'll actually ever live in New Austin?
I have a dream that we'll all live in New Austin.
Together as one. All people as one.
We are New Austin.
We are New Austin. We are New Austin.
That's good.
And that's what it's going to be like.
And that's what it's going to be like every day for breakfast.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
That'd be
Your
funny.
AI doing
Yeah.
that. We are
What if
New
there's like
Austin.
him arguing with the robot and the robot can't tell that he's not also AI?
And it's self-destruct. No, I don't even like thinking about stuff.
No.
Well, you've been practicing your whole life just for that.
I know. So I can fool the system and bypass data frames.
Do you know
We're going to really need you, seriously.
Your future
I mean,
self is going to
seriously.
come.
what's your favorite
Yeah, we need you.
what's your favorite lyric?
In a song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a lyric, but you know Blaze Foley?
Yeah.
He has his live album, I think, live at the Austin Outhouse.
Mm-hmm.
He has something he says, well, folks, we ain't had a lot of requests for it, but we're going to play it anyway. I think about that sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Is that
Off the top of my head.
which song was that?
It might have been before
Pictures?
Picture Cards.
Yeah.
Picture Cards Can't Picture You.
I was gonna see if you'd do like your favorite lyric in a robot voice.
Oh, well, that doesn't work.
Say that line. Yeah, it could work.
Yeah,
You're already laughing.
To say.
Well, we ain't had a lot of requests for it, but we're gonna play it anyway. All right. Never learned a lesson in his life. All right, let's go.
That's literally like I typed that into my old
freaky.
Macintosh back in the day.
It's gonna trick the AIs. That's where it is.
It will.
You're gonna save the human race.
Honestly.
Maybe. It's
No
a lot. It's a
pressure.
big burden.
Bro,
I don't even
chill.
like thinking about
Don't
it.
think
Stresses
about
me
it.
out.
Don't think about it. It'll be fine.
I just want to play ball. I just want to play basketball.
Play all day.
That's all I want to do. And
It's not going to be like that.
It won't be like that pretty soon. The courts will be too hot. And the ball will pop.
Yeah.
Brutal. Heat-proof basketball, please.
I know people having all these kids and stuff. It's like, well, I get it. It's beautiful. It's what we're biologic. We need to procreate. But God, what are you getting these kids into? It's about to be fucking barracudas in the ocean everywhere.
Probably.
Have you ever seen those things? The teeth?
The barracudas on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're little fuckers.
They're no
Have
joke.
y'all like gone out and like gone fishing and had to deal with those things? They're like ripping your line and like they're like take your bait and like your hook, everything.
Really?
Because their teeth are so sharp.
Dang.
And if they like take a hit at it and like
Where's that, Port Aransas?
anywhere, like
I'm
somebody
kidding. What is Port Aransas?
Port O'Connor. Port Aransas is on the coast as well. I grew up in Matagorda County though.
Oh, have you? How is it on the coast? What does the ocean look like at just a night?
It depends. Like
Is the water kinda
if you
brown?
look it up in the springtime, like around this time of year, it's probably browner, but like towards the summer, it gets like pretty green, pretty blue in areas if you drive down far enough. But,
Ooh,
like
I want to go.
ours is pretty
bull
dark
sharks.
because of where the continental drift is, like in comparison to like other areas. So it's like a sand bottom for a real long ways before you get to the ocean.
Whoa. Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I went to Port Aransas about this time last year, coming up on the 1 year anniversary.
Prove it.
Really?
So Port A, huh? Did you get like any of like the airbrushed like tank tops or like
I wish. I love that stuff. I love that,
Me
that
too. I
beach
do
culture.
too.
I love it. Yeah. It's so cool. It reminds me of like my friend's dad took us to Panama City Beach when we were in 7th grade, and he let us smoke weed. And we smoked a bunch of weed, and I think about it all the time.
That was cool. of
Yeah.
the dad.
pretty cool. He's in prison now. He's actually dead now, but he was a cool dad at the
seriously?
time.
cool dad now?
Cool
you
dad
know?
now. Cool dad once, cool dad forever.
What did he
Stuff like
have
that.
Honestly.
weed, or y'all had weed and he was fine with y'all smoking it?
He
around?
brought weed. He like let us.
Stop.
That's legendary, dude. Legends never die, bro.
He brought like a whole ounce of weed. Like to us, that was like 100 pounds of weed.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like
wild.
some Kumar
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
totally.
You can
For
get
sure.
that much of it.
Yeah.
You work for the DEA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, badass. We just smoke bowls and go. We would dig holes on the beach because we're
Dig holes,
We're
smoke
still little
bowls.
kids. Yeah,
Just crabbing it up.
like
Yeah.
13. So you get stoned and be like, "You want to go play in the woods?" Like you're still a little kid. You're just really baked.
You go ride our bike.
Yeah. We go right.
Yeah.
bikes.
That's always a great thing.
That's
getting
kind
high
of
and riding
funny.
your
Yeah, like we'd always randomly like be like playing tennis or like disc golf. I think it's how like my parents would know like we were off like smoking weed. It's like, when'd you start playing tennis? It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, that was so sweet of the guy. And yeah, Panama City Beach. They have a bunch of those stores there, like Alvin's Island. There's always one called Alvin's Island.
in Florida,
Purple haze.
man, dude. Did y'all ever go there for spring break?
Yeah, I went to Destin. I never went to PCB for spring break though.
I went to PCB. I think it was like the year before they like outlawed alcohol there. Did they still do that?
I think it's outlawed, is what I heard.
Man, well, for good reason. It was.
Yeah, I was there like 07 or something, PCB 06. I saved somebody's life. I think I've talked about all this before. Yeah, I saved my buddy's life there. I remember railing lines of fucking Xanax, fucking buying fake drugs from people, seeing these families every now and again thinking this is the saddest thing ever.
We were
It was like
sold-
family. Oh my God. It depressed. Oh man. It's just like really sad for some reason. There's like wet t-shirt contests in the back. I honestly didn't even really have fun. Like I was partying at the time, but I really didn't even have that good of a time.
Yeah,
And there's like some other stuff going on. I didn't have a great time.
we were told we were getting Molly, and we like bought a bunch of meth from somebody apparently because
That
like
happened.
we were like we just realized it whenever we were like all day long probably smoked like 4 cartons of Marlboro Reds and like nobody's really like 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 in like a good mood. We're all just like really like
you're all
intense
just like,
and getting burned alive. Nobody's like really like hydrating or remember to put on sunscreen.
Yeah,
and like
that's
we
not
didn't
good.
sleep for like a day and a half. We're just like, man, that was retarded. It's like the rest of the time we kept looking for this fella. And we're just like, wanted to confront him about like fucking us over.
I see.
That one time when I went on spring break in Destin with a bunch of my high school friends, and we bought a bunch of Molly from this guy named like Red or something or Blue or
Yeah,
something,
Checks out.
a color name, blue
yeah.
or green or something, and he it was just meth, and we stayed up for like over a day, and we were down at this pier. I think I might have told this story before. We were down at this pier and we were all geeked up, and it's like 7 a.m. We're wasted, and there was one fisherman at this pier, and we're just like talking his ear off, and he kept being like, "Ugh." And we're like, yeah, no, totally, yeah. Sharks can actually be pretty scary this time of year, like just geeked up. And then I realized, literally after like 30 or 40 minutes, that the thing he had been mumbling was no English. He's going, no English.
Oh
And
my
he just didn't speak English. We're like, yeah, sharks are nuts. So here's what you got to do if you encounter one.
I wonder what his ass was thinking. Who are these crazy people? What is going?
Literally 7 a.m. Oh, fucked up.
Yeah, that was always that was always an interesting time to be fully alert. It's 7 a.m. and you're not waking up. You didn't just wake up. Yeah.
Spooky stuff.
Spooky. Yeah, kind of.
Spooky times.
Cool. Well, Ellis, thank you so much for being on today. And we brought you. This is a special deal here. Berry clouds. Soft and fruity.
Haribo.
Yo.
Haribo.
What they called me in high school. Soft
Berry-
and fruity.
Haribo.
Old berry clouds.
I know which one.
Barry Clouds Bullard.
Yo.
Well, I hope
Dude,
you'll like
thank
them.
you. Of course, I'll enjoy these for sure, man. I appreciate it, man. It was a blast. What do y'all got going on?
Great treat.
I don't even know. I
Are
mean,
y'all working tonight?
He is.
Oh, what?
I'll be at the Vulcan probably. Aren't you? Where can people, if people are watching, where can people see you? Aren't y'all everywhere like a Tuesday or at the same place every Tuesday?
Yeah, we're right behind the Vulcan over at 7 Grand Whiskey Bar. We play on Tuesdays from 9 to 11, and we do every other Wednesday at the White Horse.
Cool.
Nice.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Good time.
Good time, having fun.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, of course, man.
Good time, Charlie. Happy to meet you. Happy to see you.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of The William Montgomery Show. Send your questions, artwork, and manifestos to The William Montgomery Show at gmail.com. Leave William a voicemail at 737-471-1098. Never miss an episode of The William Montgomery Show by subscribing to The William Montgomery Show channel on YouTube and anywhere podcasts are sold. Check out William online at william.f.montgomery1 on Instagram. For more William Montgomery, check out Kill Tony on YouTube and see him live at the Vulcan Gas Company in Austin, Texas every Monday night. For more of me, Brett Erickson, check out Issues with Andy on Patreon. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at IBrettMyPants. This episode of The William Montgomery Show was recorded at Permanent Record Studios right here in the heart of Austin. The William Montgomery Show is produced by William Montgomery and Brett Erickson. The William Montgomery Show is a FannieCo production. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Who the fuck said that? I'm trying to have fun tonight.